What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dad Diary. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. I don't have a bunch of time right now, but I wanted to jump on real quick and just say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who took the time to text us, to direct message us, to comment on the video that I posted over the weekend. It's been so incredible to have such heartfelt support, such love, such positivity coming our direction. As I said in my last video, there was a lot of confusion that my wife and I were feeling, and there's still a certain amount of that. We had an appointment with our normal specialist on Monday, and she apologized for the experience that we had last week with the orthopedist. She again emphasized that based off of everything that she is seeing on the ultrasound, she remains hopeful. She assumed that what happened was this individual chose to look at just the diagnosis, what it was called, 3 words, rather than actually looking at the imagery of our child specifically. And she sort of spoke to us based off of that, rather than sort of treating it as an individual situation. I mean, she did reiterate to us, again, our specialist reiterated to us that, as we've known all along, there is this element of the unknown. There are certain things that they just cannot see on ultrasound. They can't see soft tissue on ultrasound. They cannot see her DNA. They can't see her blood on ultrasound. We had the option when she was first diagnosed to do an amniocentesis, but for us it really wasn't something that we considered, because there are so many risks involved with doing that, and especially where my wife was at with her pregnancy at that time, it wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't going to change the decisions that we made moving forward. So yeah, we could know more about our baby at this point in time, how we chose to do that, but the risk just didn't make sense for us. So basically, we're still sort of in a similar place right now, not knowing everything, but that's been the reality of this pregnancy for the last 16 weeks now. And that's the reality of a lot of pregnancies in general. It was just that appointment with that doctor specifically was very shocking, because the way that she was speaking was as if all of this was already a foregone conclusion, and that our baby was just going to have a syndrome, and there was no way around that. Our doctor, the one that we've been meeting with for the last 3.5 months, doesn't have that same opinion. She's cautious, obviously, but she's also significantly more hopeful. Which leads us to today. We are actually about to head out to another specialist, another perinatologist that our current perinatologist actually has a relationship with. She didn't really know this orthopedist. She just referred us to a department that she knew was robust. But in this case, this is a perinatologist that she knows well. So our understanding is that today we'll have another ultrasound. Maybe this person will see things that our doctor hasn't, or maybe this person will see exactly the same things, and we'll be sort of in the same boat. But our doctor and us, we agree that it doesn't hurt to have a second set of eyes on things, to see if there's anything that was missed. But again, the main reason I wanted to jump on today was, one, to update you guys and let you know that some of, not all of, and all of our worries won't be put to bed until our baby is here, but some of our worries were calmed down a little bit by meeting with our doctor again on Monday and understanding where she's coming from compared to where the orthopedist is coming from. It's just a totally different department. It was a very different approach, and it's helpful to have somebody around you, both on the medical side that's hopeful, but on the family and friend side, on the personal side, and that's where all of you have come in. And again, I cannot say thank you enough for reaching out. We are so grateful to have so many people in our lives, whether it be family that we see regularly, friends that we see regularly, or friends and family here on social media that we don't get to see nearly as much as we would like to, but to know that we are in your thoughts, that we are in your hearts, that we are in your prayers, and not just us, my wife and myself, but our baby. It means the world, because having a child, whether it's your first, your third, your seventh, is an experience, and it's a wild ride. And the first is, as I'm sure many other first-time parents will back up, you're figuring it out. And then you add this on top of it, and it's just, it can be a lot some days. You know, I'm a very positive, happy person on average, but this situation coupled with everything else that's gone on in our lives this year has really tested us. But we know that we're capable, we know that we are strong, and we know that this isn't something that we can't not only handle but thrive in. And that's what we are choosing to focus on. And some days, like last week, will be harder than others. And that's just the reality of life. But because we have friends like you, we're able to sort of refocus, recenter, and feel that energy coming our way, feel that love coming our way. And it reminds us that we're capable and that we are going to be amazing parents, and that we love our daughter, and that she has so many others who love her and can't wait to meet her. And we can't wait for all of you to see her and to meet her. Today's the 1 month mark until my wife is due, so we're sort of in this final push. Like I said, we're gonna meet with this other specialist today. If there's anything that major that comes out of that, I'll make sure to update you guys here. But again, I just wanted to jump on and let you know what has happened over the last few days, what our doctor told us, and above and beyond that, just wanting to say thank you. We're so grateful. This is a wild ride, one that nothing in life can prepare you for, but that's life. Life is a journey, and you just never know what's going to happen. But you embrace it, and you give thanks that you're here, that you have a chance to experience it. And you experience it with so many great people. Again, I'm sounding like a broken record, but I genuinely thank you all. Your love, your support means the world to myself and my wife. So anyway, that's what I got for today. I'll be back with more soon. I definitely want to update you guys more on the various appointments that we've had over the last 3.5 months, because I think it's important to know what happens once this diagnosis comes down, the people that you meet with, the things that you're told, the research you start doing, the other individuals you start getting connected to who have gone through the same thing. I think that's important to share here as well. And I'm going to do that. But for now, we're heading off to the doctor here in a few minutes, and that's that. Hopefully it's good news. Right now it feels like no news is good news. That's sort of where we're at this point. But again, I can't emphasize enough that no matter what, we love this little girl, and we're just ready for her to come into this home and to our hearts and to this world, because I have no doubt that she's going to do incredible things. Anyway, again, thank you. Love you so much. Peace and